dragging these shiny nuts. DEEZ, plea. For dragging these.
Oh my god. I'm sorry. I guess I'm not a man of culture.
Thank you. And a Z for the nuts too. Up too late.
Okay. So what are we doing?
And it's Prismari.
Yeah, Mike has this.
But I want to go in on the treasures.
Yeah, that's how Mike does it too. He not even just treasures, but like he plays like what's the one that makes rocks?
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's the creature that when it landfall, right?
Yeah, he's actually really good in the deck because like you make rocks, and you can tap him as mana rocks.
Well, I heard he rocks.
All right, so anyway, we're gonna move on to the next deck list. Derek's lost his deck building privileges.
Damn it!
But all right, so what? So Dockside.
Unfortunately.
Brass's Bounty.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, not equals Brass's Bounty.
Ass's Bounty. I think it's just apostrophe S because it's the person's name.
And then
Spell Swindle.
And Storm
Gold
Kiln.
Span. Storm Kiln. Yeah, there's a lot of good ones. Mostly because I kind of so what I did is I've upgraded. I took some of the good cards and some of the better lands out of
Zorn.
Yes, Zorn out of discard deck. And put it into wow, I can't think of names at all. Dragon Boy of this color. Niv Mizzet. I basically upgraded Niv Mizzet because while the discard deck was really cool and fun, it got a little too. I think it's just a little too much setup. If someone messes with your combo, or like one of the very many pieces you need, you kind of just like don't do anything.
Are you talking about Riley Reid?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So Riley Reid's getting taken apart, and half of it's gonna put on this. So seize the spoils. Get our treasures. Oh, yeah. Unexpected windfall. Pirate's Pillage. Oh, Trail of Evidence is another one I really like because that's the cast and you get it and you investigate. It doesn't make a treasure, but it still makes a rock when you cast. And you
what's the name of the guy that makes a rock?
No,
when you play a land.
I'm not sure.
It's not Rograk, right? That's the 0-drop, dude.
Yeah, no.
Is it Togo?
Maybe. I don't remember his name.
Togo.
There he goes. So what else we hit? We got Goldspan Dragon. All right. Shimmer Dragon. That's the one I really like because you could also draw them and start drawing cards. Oh, tap them, start drawing cards. What are words? I don't even know. We got Zorn, and we got Stormkiln Artist. Yep. How do you feel about Hellkite Tyrant as another way to win? Because if you control 20 more artifacts, you win the game.
I mean, that's a tough one.
Because we're using them for actual mana rocks, and we're never sacking them.
Yeah, I mean, we could try it. I mean, it's good to just steal stuff too, I guess.
Yeah, Metallurgic Summoning, because it's another, we're casting stuff and we're getting shenanigans. Which also I feel is also just a good card for like a spellcasty deck. Oh, Saheeli. More casting and getting artifacts.
No, not that one. It's
Sublime Artificer. Now the one thing how Prismari's worded, because the artifacts have that ability, it's not him saying tap and untap artifact you control. The creatures that come out can't be tapped for mana right away. but I still think that's pretty good. Oh, Academy Manufacturer though, that seems pretty busted in this because you cast, you make like 2 treasures and you get like 6 like artifacts and
Yeah,
instead.
no, that sounds ridiculous.
Straight up Prismari command because it still makes treasures. We get Storm the Vault. Because I picked up Storm the Vault and I've wanted to play it for like the longest time. And I guess from here, it really depends how we want to play this.
Sure.
If we're going combo, we could play Bergie.
Yeah, I mean, Bergie sounds good.
Because it's just basically we casting our instants and sorceries. We get so we cast instants and sorceries. We have all the things that casting spells do stuff. Oh, we need, what's the buyback copy spell? Is it Reiterate? Because that with
Swarm Intelligence.
That Jin Taxis, I like. It's another Swarm Intelligence. Just saying.
There's also the Ral. I know what a lot of people do is they just like play huge spells. Like they play like Anamantu's Augury.
Or we could build a storm deck and we play all the storm effects.
Yeah, you could do that, but you also like playing the big spells that let you cast things for free. Like Anamantu's Augury, like the red thing that like lets you cast like the top 5, or what is it, like Apex of Power, or
I think it exiles the top. But I do think you have to cast something. Or I forget how it's worded exactly.
I know Anamantu's Augury just lets you play them.
Yeah.
And
like, I like that one because we do probably accelerate really quickly. Sublime Epiphany is also, I probably would seem good in this.
Yes, Sublime Epiphany. But like the big like dumb spells that like you can cast for like nothing. Magma Opus. Yeah, we were thinking the same thing because you can also discard that to make treasures. And then is it Apex of Power? Hold on, Apex. I gotta read this card. It's kind of funny though.
You may play it. It's actually not terrible, yeah. What about like the things that like also? So we're playing like Stormy combo. Oh, maybe we play Reality Chip because it's an artifact, and we can also equip it to play the top of our library. So it's pulling double value.
Yeah, no, I get that. Yeah.
I mean, we could also just, because we are artifacts, we could also do the dramatic reversal combo. Or unless you want to, actually no, that's too easy. Let's try and storm.
So then, like, probably Mana Geyser. And then, like, what's the enchantment? 1,000.
Oh, 1,000-Year Storm. Yeah. That's poopy stinky.
And then we want Ral, the Storm Conduit. Isn't it Storm Conduit? Yeah. Oh, it's kind of stupid little. What a son of a bitch.
Jessica's Will is probably pretty good in this.
Because it untaps all. How is it worded? It's all your. Oh, no, Jessica's Will. Oh, I was thinking of the enchantment that whenever you cast something, it untaps your stuff. But we can't play that. It's I think it's 3. I think it's like red, white. I think it's America color.
Oh, Past in Flames. Because we're gonna play a lot of spells.
And then if we're going down this route, then we should play like Brawl. What's the new guy called? Vadrock?
Oh yeah.
No,
no, because it's like with an A. It's like Vadrek or IC. It's almost exactly the same. There it is. It's literally they changed one thing in it. Probably should run like the pull from tomorrow as a way to like draw some cards, or like Blue Sun Zenith. Yo, what if we play bonus round?
Oh, that sounds good.
And my favorite thing with bonus rounds is when you play what is it? The Frantic Search. Just a nice way to dig and untap. Is this going to be like a Windfall deck?
I don't know. This is more your territory with the Storm stuff. Do we want to play like Mind Cesar? This is always a good card.
No, yeah. Well, then you definitely kind of like stuff like with this like oh, we should play Spellbook.
Primal Amulet.
It's just a 0-drop and no max hand size. Oh, Treasure Map. That's the other one that makes treasures.
And then lets you sack treasures, right, to draw.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Don't like those. Jataxian Probe is usually really good in like you're trying to combo just because it.
Wasn't there like a new one of these that lets you investigate or something?
It's one that well, it's confirmed suspicions and it investigates 3 times.
It's not terrible.
And then the new one is access denied. It makes Thopters.
That's not bad. Those are all mana rocks.
Yeah, true.
I mean, it's kind of bad when like they're all 5. Like we'll put more interaction in, and we'll fix that.
But I guess if, like you said, if we're playing just big spells, sometimes we'll just probably have the mana.
And then these are just paying them back.
Galvanic Iteration. That's the flashbackable copy spell.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah. No, nope. Don't think we need that. That don't do nothing. Nope.
Solve the equation. Mystic Retrieval.
Simple art. I like Arcane Denial.
Yeah, Arcane Denial, Counterspell, Disallow. And I think like Mystic Confluence has value in this deck, just to draw.
Yeah.
Because we can probably cast it pretty easily. Mystic Confluence.
Oh, solve the equation. just as a way to get what we need.
I got that. Counterflux. I forget that it has that top part too, that it can't be countered. I always forget that. Like, I know that it has overload, but I forget that it's a Dovin's Veto as well.
Maybe Thoughtcast, because I think we'll make enough mana. I make enough artifacts to make that actually cost 1.
I think Mike plays the artifact dude too. The one that just costs less.
And
you draw 2.
Thought Sphere or something. Thought Monitor. That's it.
Yeah, I think he plays both of them.
Oh, Expansion Explosion.
Oh yeah. We have to be careful because, like, you know, we might not have a ton of low drops, but I mean, just the draw or like, you know. Fury Storm has become one of my favorite copy spells because it's equal. Hold on, we gotta read this one. So it's when you cast this spell, copy it for each time you've cast your commander from the command zone. This game, you may choose your target. So hold on. So even if you've cast it once, this is casting twice.
Yeah,
that's
ridiculous.
You
still cast the original, kind of like Commander's Insight.
It's ridiculous.
Because Commander's Insight always like gives you 1 more if you played your commander.
That's so insane. That's actually really good for 4. And it could go infinite on its own. Like if you have Ral Storm Conduit out and you cast something and you go Fury Storm, you could target the Fury Storm. So.
Right, so what we got like the basic counter spells, right?
Yeah, but do we want to play any more like a Vandal Blast? Probably, right? Like just like
I like Vandal Blast.
Maybe like the Chaos Warp in this kind of deck, or Resculpt.
I like Resculpt too.
Learn how to spell, kid. What did you just type? And also, what's the other one called? The 2 mana one, that just exiles a creature. Reality Shift.
Yeah, right.
Oh, Archmage? Duh. We have to be careful with it.
Oh, Emeritus?
Yeah. I mean, we could play Niv Mizzet. I don't think this is a deck that we play Talrand and stuff like that. It's not that kind of deck.
No.
So, like, I'm going to say this. Not even Shark Typhoon, I don't think. Because it doesn't do... It doesn't progress the board, you know? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You said we got Mind's Desire in there, right?
Yes. I got Mind's Desire, yes.
Maybe we need to run something that, like, straight kills people.
Crackle with Power.
Like, Crackle with Power?
Yes, that's the one that people have been playing.
I think the other one we could use is Meteor.
We have this too. If we end up like a way to like draw our library or something, because this kills people. But there's also Niv Mizzet. But the problem with Niv Mizzet, actually, it's not a problem because if we play no, it won't work because if we do infinite copies, Niv Mizzet doesn't work.
Yeah, no, he's not a copy.
We need something else that deals damage, like when we're casting a spell or just like a way to win, I guess.
I mean, there's also Gutter Snipe is each opponent.
You can also just play Enter the Infinite. I feel like that's a joke to cast.
Right, because we cast instant sorceries.
But we have to play the Thassa's and we would have to play Thassa's Oracle and Jace.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, Gutter Snipe is usually like the go-to way to burn kill everybody because every instant sorcery is 2 damage. Or we just run.
Yeah, but not that one. But the problem with it is it one of our combos are going to be copying things. So Ral is really like it.
Well, Aetherflux Reservoir also could kill somebody if we play
But
enough
does that work
spells.
with copies as well?
No, but like we're still gonna be playing a bunch of spells regardless.
Yeah, Aetherflux is not a bad idea as well.
It's
And we
also an
can also tap
artifact.
it. Yeah, I was just gonna say we can also tap it for. You know, it really could be Baby Dick easy to win with Dramatic Reversal Isochron Scepter in this deck.
Yeah, because you just make infinite mana and do whatever you need to.
Yeah, and also you can tap the Dramatic for casting stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, hold on. How is this worded? Artifacts you control have spend this mana only to cast instant or sorcery spells. Yeah, that doesn't work with activating Isochron Scepter, right? Even though it's casting something.
Yeah, but we're gonna play still normal mana rocks because
Yes, Soul Ring, Arcane Denial, or Arcane Signet. What the fuck?
Talisman of Creativity is the talisman. Bless you. Maybe Felward Stone is just worth it. Because at worst, we just tap it for instant sorcery. Thought
we also
Vessel.
Didn't get the Signet.
Oh yeah, is it Signet? Bless you.
It's also cool that stuff like Mind Stone and Felwar Stone, as a backup, is anything for instant sorcery, so we can play bad things like that.
It also means that like Everflowing Chalice, we could just play it for 0 for instants or sorceries.
I like that. That's the same thing with hit it with the cornucopia.
Or wow, Moxed Opal is still like ridiculously expensive.
I don't even know if this is worth it though, because this is like a triple X. Are we ever really gonna?
No, because we can't actually like float the artifact.
At least this, like we're gonna reasonably still make that a Mind Stone. Like that's why Chalice is so good. Thought Vessel. It makes Thought Vessel a lot better. Wayfarer's Bauble. Still need to ramp and stuff. Put it in the cornucopia. We should probably play just more generic draw too. Like, does Deep Anal give us value? Because we have like a decent amount of like things that react with spells. And do we want to play Double Vision too? The first spell each turn.
I would rather actually just play like copy spells like Reverberate or Twin Spell.
I think the only extra turn spell Mike plays is the Karn's Temporal Sundering, like the fair one.
Oh, because you get to bounce something.
That's also the fair one, and it's good in these kind of decks to have an extra turn spell. As much as I hate to admit that, we could play the fair one. And then what did you say? What card were you talking about?
Like either Reverberate or Twin Cast.
I think we have Reverberate, right?
Well, we have Reiterate.
Oh, right.
Or, I'm looking at this other Saheeli, the Gifted. It actually probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Because the plus ability is the next spell you cast this turn costs 1 less to cast for each artifact you control as you cast it.
I remember the way that he wins. There's a dragon that gets +2/+0 or something whenever for each artifact he controls. And it's a 2-mana activated ability. So he just like murders people with it. I can't remember what the name of the dragon is. There's a dragon that does that. It like activates and like gives itself. No, I think it's even better than that. I think it's like equal to.
It's Hellkite Igniter. It's 2 mana. He gets +X/+0 for X number of artifacts you control.
Yep, there you go.
He's a 5/5 flying haste for 7.
That's a way to win.
That is indeed.
I died to it because I let it on Amantu's Augury's Resolve, and then I died to that. It has haste too, and you can do it as much as you want. That's the problem, Derek. It's just a 2-mana activated ability. You gonna fucking die today.
Yeah.
Okay. So, do we want to play any more interaction? Is there any more instant and sorcery related cards we want to
Narset
play?
Reversal is kind of cool interaction because
I
it can
like that.
save
Yes, we
you,
should definitely play that.
or you could use it on yourself.
Mhm. What about Turnabout?
Ooh, I love Turnabout.
This feels like a Turnabout deck.
God, that's it. Well, I think it's just the promo version, but Turnabout is expensive.
What about some? It's not. It's not. Yeah, it's like $6.
Okay, it's not so bad.
But what about like more generic draw? Like just like we have Frantic Search, but we'll like
Oh, what's that new one that's basically search think through time except for affinity for artifacts?
Oh right, yeah. What is that card? I forgot about that.
It's a new one. I remember because I hate the artwork on it. Reality Heist. Look at the top 7, put 2 of them into your hand.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
I mean, we could do Memory Deluge too, because I think paying for its extra cost wouldn't be. I think just because we basically generate lots of mana
Like I
potentially in
said,
this deck.
all of the things that let you do stuff. Isn't there like another red spell that's like Apex of Power but lets you cast them for free? Is it called like Crackle with Power? Or no, that's the.
No, it's like it's the red finale. Finale of Promise.
Are you?
What's from your graveyard? Never mind.
No, I think that there's another one like Apex of Power. I gotta find it. I think Andrew plays it. Hold on. I might be wrong though. Yeah, I know Onamatsu's Augury. That's like the best one. Soulfire. Hold on, let me look at Soulfire Eruption. Soulfire.
Oh, because you still have to pay them though.
Yeah.
Because it exiles as many off the top as you have the ability to target.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess I don't know what I'm thinking of.
Muse Vortex is kind of silly. I'm surprised I've never seen this one before.
Yeah, the casting exile instant sorceries. Yeah.
It does exile everything else though, so if it's instants and sorceries, you can put back, but everything else goes away.
Isn't there like a red blue version of this? Like Epic Experiment?
It's Epic Experiment.
Is there a difference between those two?
It's exile top X cards your library. You may cast into sorcery with mana value X or less from them without paying their mana cost. Put all cards exiled this way that weren't cast into your graveyard. It's actually not bad.
But this one puts them in your hand, right?
Well, it puts the instant or sorceries that weren't cast into your hand.
But wait, so what happens so the other cards go in the graveyard and this just exiles them?
Yeah, because it says then put the exile instant sorcery cards that weren't cast this way into your hand, and the rest of your it puts the rest in the bottom. So everything is. So I guess that one just it's either they go to your hand or it goes to the bottom. So in a sense, it's like either draw X instant or sorceries potentially off the top, or
I think it sounds pretty decent. I mean,
you have to pump a lot of mana into it, but I think it's very doable in this deck.
Yeah, in this deck it feels like it. So maybe we should just play more like just good mana rocks that have like good ramp and stuff. Maybe.
Well, maybe we
do
don't
we
need
play
actually.
Goblin?
Well, what if we?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, the thing is, what if instead we play more utility artifacts because we could use them for mana without actually them being mana, like Ichor Wellspring. ETBs draws a card, and now you get to tap it for instant or sorcery. It's true it doesn't actually it's not a normal mana rock.
Yeah, that's
so
my
you
only
can't use it for
problem with
anything else.
I don't want to have like too many of those cute things, because it also doesn't play with like the instant and sorcery theme too. So I don't know. But yeah, as far as lands go, Mystic Sanctuary, Command Tower.
Don't forget Reliquary Tower, because we've been forgetting that recently.
Castle Ventress.
I know it hurts to say, but Urza Saga, because it does actually make an artifact creature. Because, you know,
I think it's
so good.
Yeah, it's like $40 now, yeah. And can't we also just tap artifact lands so like if we have a Darksteel Citadel?
Yeah, Darksteel Citadel taps for either instant or sorcery. Blue or green, blue or white, blue or red. Wow. Wow, my brain. All right, so see you later. I'm going home. Joke's on you, I am home. Yo, so the Girl Scout cookies have this new thing called Adventurefuls, and they're brownie cookies with caramel, like, cream middle part, and they are absolutely amazing.
God, I love caramel.
I hold that up so everyone can see it. I recommend getting them. They're very tasty. It's a treat to myself. My webcam is trying to delete it because it thinks it's like the background.
Steam Vents.
Oh,
Seagate Restoration.
Mm-hmm.
Valakut Awakening. Valakut Awakening. Celindy Vision.
Yeah, I was waiting until we got the lands to do that part.
Shatter Skull Smashing. Okay, and then is there too many legendaries in this deck, or is Glass Polemic worth it? No. All right.
We have like what, 3 legendaries? 4.
Yeah. It's like 3 or 4, but we're only playing like 17 creatures.
Yeah, I mean, it's not worth
which might get cut. We'll see what it ends up, like the land counts ends up being. Because I think we're going to be way over. So, we also need the other lands.
Steam Vents.
I think I got Steam Vents.
Shivan Reef.
Shivan Reef. Cascade Bluffs.
Yep.
And then what's the
Sulphur Falls? The Storm Carved Coast.
And then what's the
Training Center? Then River Glide Pathway. Maybe this is a fiery Islet deck. Because maybe sometimes we just want to, like, draw a card. Would you want to run a Temple?
Yeah, we
could. Epiphany?
Okay.
Oh, a Spire of Industry.
Yeah, because we have so many artifacts.
We could probably even run how important are artifacts? They're mostly just mana rocks. All right, yeah. So I don't think we need something like Academy Ruins.
I mean, we could. I mean, we're a 2-color deck. We could just play it. There's no reason not to. I just toss it in there just because.
Desolate Lighthouse is kind of a nice utility land. Just draw, discard. Oh, Tom, right. The Soaring City. We could just run it now because it's basically like either we play as a land or we get to bounce something. What's the red one do? That just makes 2 creature tokens.
Yeah, it's not good for us. Okay. So yeah, we're going to be way over. So we have 22 and 4. Is it 4 MDFCs? Yeah. So that's 26. So we need 10 more lands. It's pretty, there's a lot of red actually. So
Yeah,
This
a
is
lot of spell copy and spell shenanigans
yeah.
has been really been pushing the red.
Still well also the token makers are
Yeah.
all red. Which there might be some good ones we're missing, but it's fine for now. It'll do. Uh, uh, Still a lot of blue. So like 7 and 5 is good.
Hmm.
So we're gonna have to cut 19 cards. Okay. Let's figure this out. So the problem is I like all of this. We can get this.
Sad face, but okay.
That is not something we can cast easily. This is a wet dream as well. What the hell? I think this is actually good. I actually see my kill people with this consistently. Like especially after like a Brass's bounty, they just die. I think the rest of these creatures, it's going to be too hard to cut them. Like, I don't see a single
The
thing.
draw one is okay, maybe, but like maybe it's still worth keeping.
Oh, the Thought Monitor. But it says draw 2 cards and then it's a mana rock.
It says draw 2 cards for 1 mana.
Yeah, and it's
Become a mana rock.
and a blocker.
Mm.
Since
Okay, maybe we don't need Wayfarers.
yeah,
Because we
I
don't
was
need the
just
ramp.
thinking the same thing.
I think Treasure Map, if we actually get to flip, would be absolutely bonkers.
No, these seem too good.
And yeah, and Storm the Vault, if that gets the flip, that's actually probably GG.
Okay, we don't need all these 5 mana ones. So the treasure one's the best one. And then I guess the Thopters are bad.
Yeah, because they can't tap the turn they come into play. At least the other one, those like we could use right away.
What's
So it's
the other
basically
one called?
It was Intruder or something. Was it Intruder?
Did I even put it in here?
It was access
Something
denied.
heist.
Maybe at the top it's access denied. Yep.
Yeah, we don't need that one.
See, access denied in maybe like in a Urza deck, because then you could tap them for blue right away would be good.
Maybe we don't play the auto win package of like Enter the Infinite.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
This Oracle and like,
Yeah, we're trying to have a little bit more like quote unquote fun with this and not just go like Enter the Infinite Sorcery.
yeah, because that is a little too brain dead easy. The rest of these seem mandatory.
Yeah, they're all so good. And like sitting out with a Shimmer Dragon just probably would feel so good. Because it's like you do one, if we either cast Insert Sorcery or we draw some cards.
Oh, gross. I think this one. I don't think we need it.
No expansion explosion. Okay.
I mean,
But that also could just straight kill. Well, actually, if we kill somebody with it, probably we're decking ourselves.
we do have a lot of low drops to do it with.
Well, maybe we don't need the like Blue Sun Zenith, that and pull from tomorrow.
I guess we just cut the
Yeah,
pull
I think we added a bunch of more like draw stuff, and I think we should be good with that.
I don't want to cut any of this.
I mean, 25. Like when we play creature decks, like this is an instant sorcery deck, and when we play creature based decks, we play like 30. Like maybe sorceries are more to go because they're not as interactable.
Do you want to just cut the Vandal Blast and say we just don't need it? I guess
we want a combo. We don't need that as much.
Yeah, so I might even cut the Resculpt, maybe.
I think the counter spells have enough bounce power in them.
Yeah, and we're also just trying to win, so I guess like it's just not as important.
Or we say we take out all of them and we just run Cyclonic Rift.
Oh yeah, instead of playing, yeah.
Because it basically is doing the job of all of them. And we kind of need like one big turn. Maybe actually no, I was thinking, well, if we hit X spells, but then we don't cast them, they go straight into our hand. And low key, I would actually rather play like the 5-mana counter, take an extra turn because we could put it back into our hand and reuse it. Than Karn's Temporal Summoner. I know it's the fairer one, but man, I would much rather have like a recurable one, especially when we have like multiple ways to get spells back from our graveyard.
I mean, if you want to.
Or we just don't run it at all. Like, it is really cool to like you make a copy, then play an extra turn spell and make like 9 copies of it. But then you could just build into extra turns copies .deck, which is not.
It's just sometimes you need that one extra turn, and Karn's is like the fairest one. I get it though. Still gotta cut 8 fucking cards. Jesus Christ.
Alright, maybe we can cut 1 land this time. Our early curve is low enough, and our big spells we don't play until we made a bunch of treasures. We're doing it. The straight mad lads.
Okay. Still need to cut 7.
Maybe we don't need treasure map. I know what makes a treasure ever.
I think we can cut this too.
Oh, spellbook. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because I don't like the ones that like don't work without the commander. Not that people are really gonna kill the commander. He's not like one of those like he's not like an Urza kind of target. Yeah, I guess treasure map just takes too much time to get going.
And maybe same thing. What about Everflowing? You would still want to keep it because if we play it on 0, we don't actually get to use it for mana.
No, but it's still just a Mind Stone, and for the off chance while we're comboing that we could just play it for 0, so it's dealing double duty. You know.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, like if we hit it off of something, like, you know, it's basically our 0 mana rock. Like, it also can still be something. Okay, so. But yeah, so.
Also, because treasure map can only, I think, make 3 treasures before it has to flip.
Yeah. Primal Amulet's cool because we get to tap it and it makes things costless.
And then when it flips, it copies stuff. A flipped Primal Amulet is like one of the best feelings in the world, let me tell you.
We gotta cut 5 more cards.
5 more lands.
You know what, Derek? It's not a terrible idea. Anyway. No, this is definitely going to be good. So is all this.
Also, getting the copy Unexpected Windfall is so good because you don't have to pay the cost to discard. Okay, imagine 1,000-Year Storm and then Unexpected Windfall.
All right, maybe this is like...
Nope. The other side's too good.
But we have to attack, though.
At the beginning of your end step, if you control 5 or more artifacts,
Oh,
you
yeah,
just
you just transform it.
and then
Yeah.
it's an academy. No, it's a Talrarian Academy. Maybe I don't like Rock Dude. I know he's kind of cool to make them, but what if we have no more lands to play and we draw him later on? Then he's like, is he really doing anything? At least the other ones are either doing something when they enter or have later potential. But, like, what if we draw him like mid combo and we play our land for turn? At least, like, I'm looking at the other creatures. If we draw them, they at least could still do things as we're going.
Well, I guess Mike also plays fetches, so like Mike plays like 4 or 5 fetches
Oh yeah,
and makes this card really good.
yeah, we don't got that.
I mean, we could make that work. It's easy.
Yeah,
But
nah.
I don't think he's that bad.
I'm not saying he's bad, but I'm saying compared all the other creatures that we have in the deck have instant like potential value. Like Zor might be the other next worst one because if we don't have any treasure makers, but like if we do have treasure makers, it's amazing. I wouldn't say we'd cut Zorn. I'd rather cut other stuff first because we are a treasure deck.
Yeah, but not. It's also like mainly leaked into like becoming a storm deck, and like it.
I think we still want to keep him. He's just too good. Because a lot of our like advantage in making mana continuously the combo is with treasures. Or maybe confirm suspicions just like too cute. Like, do we really want to spend the mana on it? I think we have enough counter spells. Like we have our standard ones and then the counter flux. And the spell swindle.
You think the same thing?
No, I think we keep swindle still.
Oh wait, did I not put Fury Storm in? God damn it!
No, I guess not.
I thought I did. It's like a ridiculous copy spell. Okay, now I say we might cut this, I guess. Because I think I like Fury Storm better.
All right.
It just it does more, and like we're gonna have other ways to win. Fury Storm just from casting your commander, which means you're also getting a mana rock, so you get to tap this for less. Now you're copying something twice. So like one of the windfalls, or like the thing that makes treasures, like is getting copied for a ton. And like I said, if you have this, you just win the game. Because you go Fury Storm, the first one copies what you're targeting, and then the second one copies the Fury Storm. Which copies the Fury Storm, which copies the Fury Storm, which copies the Fury Storm. See what I'm doing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's its own self combo with Ral as the payoff. Or if you have any, the problem is it's a copy loop, so like you need Ral to win. Because the only other thing that works is this, and then you deck yourself. But I mean, you could stop eventually because it can choose new targets. So you can like target the first spell again, so that it's not, you could do it until you need to, basically.
You know, it's funny. I just realized in like black red decks, Fury Storm and Professor Onyx does the same thing.
Yeah, yeah, but we don't get Onyx. Onyx is even better. It's 2. And Onyx draws cards. Onyx is a lot better than Rao. Well, I guess they're both good. Because Rao gets to copy, but like Onyx is drawing cards, which is very relevant as a plus ability. But it is 2 more mana, but it's worth it. I'm serious. This is an actual win condition. This thing. Trust me. Do not undersell how ridiculous this thing can be.
especially with haste.
Yeah,
No one will see it coming.
you can easily one shot somebody with that.
God, Goldspan Dragon, go away. We don't need you in standard anymore.
I don't remember if Mike was playing Magda or not.
I mean, I guess. The thing is, though, we don't really want to sack the treasures. We don't have to.
Mm-hmm. Still got to cut 3 cards. I want all the things that make them cost less because I think that's important in a Storm deck.
Okay. What if we? No. Say, what if Aetherflux? We don't worry about Aetherflux Reservoir, and we just go for the big Crackle with Power kill. But then the thing is, then it would have to be Crackle with Power or like copying Blue Sun Zenith with a lot of mana.
Well, Crackle with Power would be easy as long as we have like a copy spell. Because like this is very easy to kill people. Even with just one copy spell, the game ends. Especially if it's this one.
Mm-hmm.
So. I mean, we could. It's making it a little bit harder to win, I guess. But it's fine.
Still really like solve the equation. I don't think we touch any more instants. And I think the only reason I want to keep Saheeli is because the bomb effect. If it was just the top effect, I wouldn't care. But the fact that you could like make something else become a copy of another artifact or creature you control. So like, imagine getting another copy of like Stormkiln Artist or like Academy Manufacturer or Shimmer Dragon or I guess even Zorn would be really cool. I still think Jessica's will is really important. Maybe Muse. What if we don't hit big with it? What if like we dump too much into it and then we don't
I don't think
hit well?
Yeah, I don't think.
Like all these cards now. Magma Opus. I just want to play Magma Opus.
Well, it also makes treasures, so.
Yeah, or you just discard, make a treasure. Or 4 damage divided, or draw 2, tap 2, make a 4/4.
Draw 2 cards. This is rough.
Yeah, why is it always the 2-color decks?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Also thinking about lands, maybe we cut an island and put Myriad Landscape. This is another way to help us ramp a little bit more. How many more have to cut? 2 more?
1.
1 more card.
Okay, I don't think we need too many copy spells. So what's our worst one right now? Reiterate is probably the best. Well,
Is that
Swarm Intelligence
combos?
is the best. And then it's Raoul, but he's a combo piece, so we have to play him. And then there's Reiterate. There's
Fury
the
Storm.
and this the
Maybe
flashback.
that's the worst one because it's flash. Maybe just because it's only one-time copy. It's like per casting. Where at least the other ones have ways to use continuously. Because that can make multiples. Reiterate can be reused multiple times because you keep buying it back. And the enchantments just do it
Yeah,
permanently.
see, I don't even think this is bad because I mean, getting to cast twice is also has its values.
Especially because, but then it's a really low cast copy spell too. So being able to just like tap stuff to make it to cast it. But maybe it is the worst, and we still need enough stuff to. But even going in a situation like spend 3 mana to make a copy of like Thoughtcast or like 4 mana to make like the. I don't know, man.
All right, we're just cutting this.
Okay. There we go.
That's
All right.
gonna play itself.